All right, people. Welcome to the weekend show with Mediumjay. Last week I missed. It's also Tuesday right now. Probably release the middle of the week on Wednesday. Um, just been working on my album. I got hooked. I got hooked on Mortal Kombat game. Just playing it. My spare time I'm playing it. And I started logging in like 9 hours per day on my phone. And yeah, I use my phone for other things, but like that was like I would just be like, oh well, it's just maybe standing in line, at a coffee shop or something. I haven't really even drank coffee, but I buy maybe a pack of donuts or something like that. Uh, just waiting in line for whatever you're doing, and you're in line at the grocery store or something. Pull out my phone, start playing. It became a problem. It's really fun to be Sub Zero and just freeze the guy, right? It's and in my brain I'm like, even today I woke up and I was playing the game and I was going like, okay, so if I map it out here and I could do this, and once I get that I could do this, and like you build up your experience points and whatever, and you level up your character cards, you get new characters, you get gold. There's like bronze, silver, gold level, diamond characters, and once you get the diamond characters, you gotta get 10 of the character times. It at a certain point, I realize I'm like, fuck this, man. It is eating up my time. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, the game is fun. It runs off of, it's like a solo game, but it's multiplayer in the sense where you like gain up points to get the leaderboard to climb up in their multiplayer thing, and you get the higher you are, the more rewards you get. But it's, man, Chinese. I'm pretty sure it's Midway Games is a Chinese company. I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat's a Chinese. I think it is Chinese video game developers or whatever. It's so addicting, man. It's addicting, and I quit it like crack almost, right? And not to disrespect my buddy who was on here last week, um, Mitchell. He is actually going through an actual crack problem. So I wouldn't know what like crack is, but it's kind of like an over exaggeration. I put a lot of time and effort into that game. I was doing really good, right? And they gave me Sonya Blade, and I had Sonya Blade, and I was leveling her up. I had Jackie Briggs as my main, right? Sonya Blade came in, and then Sonya Blade got way better because I Fusion X'd her. And then, again, for all the people that have no idea what this is, it's just gibberish to them. But for the people that know, it's ridiculously hard, right? To Fusion X, I Fusion X'd her twice, and just trying to level them up. I woke up, I'm like, man, I'm tired. Like, I woke up tired. I'm started waking up tired because I'm like onto the phone, and I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and I gotta put in 4 hours into the game before I could start my day. So it's a problem, right? But I was skipping out on the podcast. I was like, I don't fuck them. I'm playing video games right now. But I digress. We'll get onto some politics. There's been protests all around in my city. They got these protests about fair workers' rights and whatnot. I'm assuming, I know that I think last year they put up minimum wage to like 14 or 13 an hour. Might even be 16 at this point. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to what they're paying these minimum wage employees. But yeah, like the benefits on most jobs have been slipping out. The corporate thing, they got all these rules, and these companies, man, they make so much money, and they're not even paying people fair wages. I don't think people are trying to get a couple $100 per hour more. They're trying to, they're just trying to go, hey, after I put in my whole 2 weeks for you guys, I get paid and that shit just pays my bills, right? I got nothing for like I can't even buy a pizza. And back in the day, we used to joke about the pizza party at the office is like bullshit. You're like, fuck this. I'd rather be paid more money, right? When a company gives you guys more pizza, right, or more money, you don't need to rely on that company lunch to give you pizza. I everything is fucking. It comes with a cloak and dagger kind of thing, right? Here's the what you see on in the reality. They give you a pizza and they're being nice because of your hard work. But all of your hard work, they just made, you know what I mean? That week they made an extra 150 G's off all the people doing overtime. They paid you guys out maybe 2, 3 G's extra on top of you, which they normally pay you. And they're pocketing the rest. Well, okay, well, we got some give them a pizza, right? And at the end of the day, you go, no, man, that 2, 3 G's paid out through overtime should just be now. If you want us to work like this, like we're always, and you always, either way, there's protests going down in Canada. There's people are upset. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with. I've been too busy on my phone. You know what I mean? When you're playing a video game and you wake up 2 months later, straight, I'm talking 60 something days straight, I played for hours on end. Which saying it out loud is a problem. I'm glad I bring it up because it was a problem. But you wake up to like a whole new world, right? Mark Carney's out here talking shit to Donald Trump, and I told my stepdad, he was telling me, I'm like, well, he said Mark, well, was going in on Trump and telling him, all the dumb shit he's doing, and Trump didn't say anything, and I go, yeah, because Trump's a businessman, and a businessman can never argue with a banker. He's the banker guy. He's the guy that has the supply of how all of that lending, manipulation, all of the funding, the equities, the 401ks, and the real estate investments. All of it is fucking. I don't know. It's real. Like, I'm real dumb when it comes to that. But essentially, if you're simple enough, if you invest a little bit into everything, even the things that fail won't matter compared to the things that do like 1,000 percentiles, right? So it's that's the one thing that I go, okay, that makes sense to me as the guy that just buy. But I don't understand call options. I don't understand on like bidding on companies to fail, like fuck, I can't remember. They did it with the GameStop stock, right? That's like, and then also marginal accounts. Investing with loans. I don't understand that, because like I have an investment account that gave me a margin of like $4,000. And I just use the $4,000 as like leeway in case anything bad, car breaks down. All right, I pull out 1,300, boom, and it's giving me a percentile that of interest. It's like 8.9%. I go, this is better than any. This is far better than any credit card that existed. And it's like literally like. And then I never even heard about that in school. I haven't heard about that in the banks. The banks haven't talked about shit. When you own all your stocks and you have enough money, they just give you a credit based off of the amount of the percentage of. All right, he has $9,000 in investments. Give him $4,000 leverage. It's insane. It's at a certain point I look at it and I'm like, fuck, man. How the hell did I not know that I could do this? And work part-time. I would hear white people. I read this book called The 4-Hour Work Week. And sure, it has to be like a white guy or a well-to-do, Spaniard. is going in, or he or she, whoever wrote the book, is going in about how, like, you just, like, if you're rich, you'd only have to put in 4 hours a week. You know what I mean? You do some calls, you set up some emails, and like, I kept going, like, but like, I'm sitting at work on my break, and I'm like, I don't understand how. It's like, okay, save money. It's like, it literally starts with living in within your means. So many people live right off the bat beyond their means, right? And I know we're getting off topic about, but it's still on point. There's a lot of people that I think the moment they get money, they spend it. The moment they have something, they decide, you know what, man, I need, or they work their ass off the whole week and they blow it all on, drinks at the bar and looking cool, or maybe a new sweater. But here's the thing that I am from this. We're living in the future, essentially. It's the greatest point in modern day history with all of the technology that we have. But the cash flow is it's abhorrent. Like, we have the abilities to do basically anything in this world, right? You can get a job anywhere, essentially. But these really big companies still insist. Like, Costco is one of those companies that it is on probably the Fortune 500, or it's the biggest. It's Costco. You can open up a Costco, you know what I mean, pretty much anywhere, and it'll do numbers, right? And they go, well, they give their employees good money, right? Just for picking orders, the order picker guy, you know what I mean, just essentially stock shelving starts. And this was like, I was selling weed to the guy that was working at Costco. He was telling me this about 8 years ago. I'd say 8 years ago, he's like, yeah, like, they pay us like 17. You start at 17, you immediately get benefits, you immediately get all this shit, and I'm just a stock boy. And it's like, I could retire. And he was like, I could retire off this. And the thing is, it's Costco. Like, that was his dream, right? Like, his dream. And I remember selling weed to the guy, going like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I'd rather just sell weed to you. That was like, I'd rather try to sell something. Sell, like, get a box of chocolate bars and run door to door with a little rent a child from one of those Somalian daycares. Have a bunch of fucking, you know what I mean? Have a bunch of chocolate and start flipping the chocolate bars to door, right? I'd rather do that than fucking, be comfortable stocking shelves. Because here's the thing about, of like, dude, Costco, it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like everybody is in there in Costco thinking that this whole thing is for them. They're like, I'm a member, and I'm a business entrepreneur, and I go and buy a shit ton of toilet paper from Costco, and then I sell it in my shitty, I mark it up and sell it in my shitty little fucking, bungalow apartment that's attached to a store condominium or whatever. I don't know. It's bullshit. Costco and the people there are fucking horrendous. Like, the people, you go to Costco and the girl's immediately like, where's your card? You want to get your card. You know what I mean? You can't come in here with, and I go, like, listen, I'm just trying to get a hot dog for $1.50, And the girl goes, my buddy said in America, they allow you to just go to the food court. You could just go to the food court. You don't need a membership to buy the food there, right? But the girl's a bitch, bro. Like, I don't know. Me and the boys, we were struggling at one point. I just got out of jail, and my homies were doing weird white people shit where they gambling with our nation's debt. I guess, I don't know. Selling pre-approved loans to anybody that could pick them up. Either way, Costco is kind of like what I guess the banking industry is to food. Costco, the banks are, if we own the majority of the money in each individual city, we can dictate these percentile loans and not we're bouncing all around the place over here, but like we tend to do. With this, okay, with fuck, I was gonna say, I totally forgot when I called myself out on switching subjects. The loans, no, the banks. Oh yeah, with my car, right? This is just little business thing. You go, all right, guys, I want to get my key programmed, right? They go, gotta go to the dealership. All right, go to the deal. I talk to the dealership girl. Receptionist tells me, we're gonna fuck you. No, I shouldn't say that, but essentially, it's $259 for the key chip. I remember when I got my keys for $40. They programmed a chip for $40, right? I guess with NVIDIA and all the programmed chips, the stranglehold on buying up all the fucking chips and all the chip manufacturers. There's only a few people that I guess make the chips, but I immediately just was like, that's bullshit. I asked, can I get a seat replaced? I got a seat. They go, let's check your VIN number. Ooh, sorry. GM don't make seats for that anymore. I go, what does that mean? Well, you have to get aftermarket. I go, what does aftermarket mean? It means after they shut down your bullshit car and fucked all the people that had that car, they're like, fuck it, they're making new cars. They don't make shit for your car no more. You have to find someone that just specializes in that shit. And I go, okay, a business? They go, oh, no business. Probably just have to hopefully find some guy that's willing to sell you his seat. I go, what? That doesn't make sense. I could probably find a seat, a Chevy Cruze, and you could probably just fit a fucking any kind of seat in the rails of the car. Like I don't know why it's fucking. The bitch was making such a and I was like, it's not even like the whole seat. I just need the back of the seat. Hell, I just need to fucking fluff up the cushion because I guess the wooden part, I just been sitting on it so much and leaning back so much that eventually it just started cracking and it started popping and it eventually just kind of caved in. So every time I sit down, my shit is my spine goes question mark, which is for the long run of driving around all day, it could be problematic. But I'm pretty sure I could just find a seat on Amazon that just plop it in, right? Like they should just, I'm sure there is. And it'll be like $30 with shipping, $50 tops. Good, you pop it in. But the programmed chip key, right? That's something I need. I can't really fucking get it sent to. They need to do some computer stuff. So I called around. The first guy I called, the guy's like, yo, we'll get it to you for $120. I go, okay, that's literally over half less than what the dealership's gonna charge, right? And then the guy goes, yeah, but buy now, we'll send you two for $180. I go, it's still cheaper. You're gonna give me two keys, right? You mean to tell? Yeah, Sebastian Manos, you mean to tell me I can get two keys for literally 2/3 of the price? What? Of the dealership? You mean the guy that made my car is gonna now charge me more money for a goddamn key? Forget about it. I hung up. I said, fuck, my key works just fine. Tape it up, we're good. Bada bing, bada boom. I didn't spend no money. It's the leather jacket. Guys, people are, what's going on? It's the leather jacket. These guys are fucking me. They're fucking with my business of music. I make sounds that elaborately get fucking stolen from the high ups, and then they give me pennies, right? And I'll be damned if these fuckers are gonna take my pennies, right? My hard-earned pennies that I make on Spotify, my hard-earned dollars that accumulate after years of fucking fandom loyalty, constantly just people buying up my music and selling it on the dark web. And I'd say, I'm working on this album. I'm working on Worm God. It's coming. Worm God Part 2. Worm God 1 is already out. Worm God Part 2, the Big Worm expansion pack. Get ready. New single with Nat Saturn. In the song I called him Neptune. I thought his name was Neptune Saturn for a second. And he goes Nat Saturn in the beginning of this. That's the problem with, because I had bars and the bars fit with Neptune. This rings like Saturn. It's a dope ass song. Him coming out May 20th, right? We'll plug that. That's a little plug. That's a little plug. A little plug for your outlets, And the people out there, I say steal my music, cause fuck them and fuck me when I eventually do have a syndicated label where we're like fucking, we end up being like a Suge Knight or a P Diddy. Fuck me now, right? So that I become real it's hurt people, and fucked people, fuck people. And if you're fucking me now, it'll make me better in the future, because I'll go, oh, okay, great, that guy fucked me over, okay, I need something to do. I got a lot of time on my hands since I'm not spending it on fucking Mortal Kombat. I want enemies. I need more enemies. Hey, I need more. Like Christopher Walken. I need more cowbell. I need more enemies. Needs more enemies. I'm a guy that sits at home twiddling my thumbs waiting to fucking snap. Waiting to elaborately fuck over my next of kin mankind. The people my neighbors. Fuck them. The police down the street. Fuck them. You know what I mean? The guy on the side of the road dying. Fuck him. Ambulance stops by, tries to help him, revive him, kick the fucking defibrillators out of his hand. Fuck him. Fuck him. Why? Because I'm angry. I think I'm going through withdrawals of my video game addiction. But it's okay. Was doing a podcast. So, okay, we're going to talk, we're not going to talk about the sham that is what they're doing with we'll talk about this, the fucking social media ban. Whoa Now I'm torn. Granted, I'm medium. My whole thing about they're trying to ban, they actually I think implemented in Manitoba as the first province in in Canada to ban social media from, and we're just an experiment. This is just seeing how it goes, how these kids. Now, I think it's stupid and genius at the same time. It's like it's a policy. This is what government does. They do something to get you guys talking. Now, a lot of parents, a lot of boomers probably like, these kids are all fucking going crazy on social media. The problem with social media in general that I don't like is that you share your photos, right? These essentially used to, back in the day, you have a Tumblr. At least that's like a little website. Tumblr used to be like it LARPed as a website. MySpace LARPed as a website where you could HTML your shit around and you could do things on your own page. And essentially, there has to come a point when, if your popular users enough are generating, millions of views for you guys, you have to pay these people, right? Now with social media, right, a little fucking 16-year-old girl, might just accumulate millions of followers, right? And she might just become the most, popular whatever in the town, right? Or the fucking whatever. She's a hot chick online. And you gotta pay this girl, right? But she's a child. So right off the bat, right, she's still in high school. She has the potential to be like this. And again, all the other things that she could be doing. But I'm just keeping it on like Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. These girls are coming out of fucking, high school. Like, I don't need to do anything but just take selfies and look hot, right? And I think that down the road should... if they're trying to fucking stop it. But down the road, it fucking... fucked with, I think, the majority of relationships, the majority of dynamics, because like the father and mother of a just a hot chick that's posting pics on Instagram shouldn't have to worry about like their 16-year-old, right, getting a trip to Dubai and having a nice Saudi Arabian or Dubaian, whatever Middle Eastern man that's a prince defecating on her chest, because this is what they do for literally several years of both their combined parental household income, all of it combined household income, several years, but he's asked to shit on her chest. There's actually no real contact other than the shit dropping on her chest, right? She could wipe off after she's done, but he has it there, takes photos, and then sends it to the real guy. There's a real guy that's really into it. He's not the shit guy. He's the guy with the camera. He's with the guy, he's got the Polaroids, and he's got the backroom lighting, and he's dipping the Polaroids in, and he's like, this is a good one, right? But I joke, but at the same time, this is what I'm hearing, right? But I've also had my head in my phone for several months on Mortal Kombat. I've been real. I miss being Scorpion. Get over here. I miss that. I like it because it's a chain. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. He has a blade with a chain that can go, like it's just it goes so long. That's the thing. It goes, it's like a snake, but it's a chain. I don't understand it. It's good. It's, again, the producers of Mortal Kombat, right? Okay, the producers and whoever made the comic, or the video game designer that said, a guy with a fucking, it's a chain that comes out of his hand, but there's a blade on the end of the chain, and he could just grab people. He's just like it's like a rope. It's like a cowboy, but he's a demon cowboy. I'm like, yeah, right, run that Scorpion, and he fucking somehow could set you on fire, and he's also part of some demonic hell thing. Yeah, I can't give it. Run it. Sub-Zero, what does he do? He shoots icicles out of his hands. Oh, I love that. I love ice. Yeah, throw ice there. It's okay. I digress. Social media. I'm torn again because, okay, as a kid, right, they've had these fucking things, right? They had the social media. I had the social media. I remember MSN Messenger. They shouldn't have gave that to us. We did. I literally would not harass. I would get like sexual with every girl that I've ever talked to. It would just be like, how fast could I get us sexting? It was like that. Like, let's just let's fuck. Let's do this. It was always whatever. I don't know how I would I manipulate. I'm like, this is so much easier because I don't have to worry about seeing her in face. But then the next day I'd see her and I'd just be, hi. This is what I'd do. Hello. And all of the dirty shit was like in our mind already laid out. And we're like kind of like sitting around waiting for both of us to make a move. I realized I should have probably made multiple moves because some of these girls they just wanted to fuck. I I missed out on, I waited till I was 18. I missed out. And looking back, I realized it was all it was all in my head. But we had the social media. I remember also there was this girl, Miss Dixon. She had huge titties, right? Just huge, university student girl learning how to be a teacher. Her tits were so big. And actually, me and Mitchell were in this class, and I remember she would be bending down because the teacher had the square thing, and I knew what he was doing. He did a square classroom, so not everyone was in the rows. All the kids were able, she would come around to the side, help one kid, let me bend, just low cut cleavage, and the teacher would. I remember this guy, Mr. Peterson. he'd go, he'd be like nudging you, like, look at that. It's insane, right? They pay me to get, find a student teacher, and I only get these, bro. And he's just pounding kids. We were in grade 6, I remember, man. It's insane, bro. Big titty woman. Had no idea what to do with her as a 12-year-old. I'd be like, yo, let me fuck. She's like, Jeff, you gotta stop. You're inappropriate. That's illegal. I can't do that. I love it. I love it. And I would get close, man. I'd get close, and then I'd ruin it as a kid, going like, okay, so then you'll blow me, right? That's every time. I was like, but you're so beautiful. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Oh, it's okay. And you're sweet, and you're cute, and and I'm like, can I fuck? I got condoms. I got condoms. I stole condoms from the Dollarama across the street. I got them. So anytime, it was too much. And to be honest, if there was no social media, she probably could have guided my cock in at her weird leisurely pace of a woman, and I could have gotten, essentially, sexually, I could have been raped. But listen, come on. A lot of kids, a lot of guys go, okay, that dude got, fucking a hot. But I think my mind probably would have been different. I wouldn't have started a podcast. I probably wouldn't have tried that hard in music. So I do look at little boys getting fucked from like older women as like because I know this. I mean, my cousin got a lot of pussy, and that motherfucker is like, I don't know. He got a lot of, and he settled for this chick. He probably could do better. I don't know. I hope he doesn't see this. But if he does, you know who I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But he's a guy that he got pussy, so much pussy. I don't know if he was young at a time but he was I remember he was fucking like older, like middle, like not middle age, like moms that had like, a kid, just had a kid, and her kids like, and he could like play with the kid video games. Like, this is, and he was like, women at a certain point, he just found like just a normal chick, right? So that is good groundworks, I guess, for the dudes that don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, if you try to get these baddies, bro, some of these, I mean, they're called baddies, right? They're called bad bitches. They will ruin you, right? And here's the thing, where I already relayed this in my head. No amount of pussy is ever worth the problems that she's willing to give you, right? And if she's willing to give you these problems, no matter what, if the problem is, I don't know, every once or twice a year, we gotta go pick up my uncle from the airport because he's flying in, and when the uncle comes, he needs a coach and you're like, and this is a girl that you love, and everything else is perfect, but you gotta pick up her fucking uncle and her uncle, jokes around about how good looking she is, and you're like, uncle, I don't feel comfortable with you. This is my wife, and this is your niece, nigga. You know what I mean? And your wife, and your uncle, and his uncles, and you hear some shady shit that happened. Oh yeah, we used to take baths together. We go, what? And women will just do that, right? Women will just, and it might even be a lie, or she might have actually gotten fucked by her uncle. You never know. But either way, you had to sit there and let it stew in, because she still loves her fucking uncle. You can't just go. Too many witnesses, right? There's a lot of witnesses in her family. You can't just go and fucking. You can't just toss this gabagoo off. You can't just toss the gabagoo off a fucking bridge with cement shoes. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do it. You can't just do it, man. I'm telling you, these women, I'm like, what? These women, they tell me, I'm like, what? I'm trying to do math. I can't do this so bad. Big Jay Okerson and Robert Kelly, man, keep talking shit about Robert Sebastian Maniscalco. I really like how fucking shitty Sebastian is, because he is a character of himself. I go to the airport, and they trying to charge me to bring luggage on. I'm like, what? You mean to tell me the clothes on my back is all I can bring? Huh? That don't even make sense. It's just a slow version of Dice Clay, and it's also a slow version of fucking, all Italians and Jews and like Spaniards, the height of what they get of rich boy shit is that they get to complain about every service that they have been given. This maid, right? Putting a little chocolate on the pillow. I went to sleep, woke up, chocolate all over. She put a little chocolate on the pillow. I didn't know. I fucking came home drunk. And the chocolate ruined my $45,000 shirt. Huh? People in the back know what I'm talking about. You mean to tell me they have to put a chocolate on the pillow? Why not on the nightstand or by the light somewhere? Huh? Yeah. You already saved so much room, no microwave in the fucking thing. Gotta put my sandwich from Subway on the heat. Like I eat from Subway. Get the fuck out of here. I still am torn though. I think like with social media, it's a good thing in the sense that these kids are losers and they're never gonna amount to anything if they spend all their goddamn day on the phone. But at the other time, they also are fucking been bred selectively to just sit at home and do nothing. It's dangerous out there. There's a lot of blacks running around. That's what they say. This is what they mean. There's blacks and Muslims bombing you left and right. You know what I mean? We're up in the defense. The police are watching shootings go by every night. Everybody's getting shot up. There's people. The whole, the assassination attempt again on fucking, the White House correspondent dinner, right? Everyone's like he's a patsy. He had a weird manifesto. It was like jot notes. The motherfucker, who makes a manifesto with jot notes? Ain't no schizophrenic, dude going like, I better save time. I better make jot notes. Nah, man. Look at me. Right? This is only his two subjects essentially. One, the government, and two, I quit my phone addiction app, which we'll save the back half of the hour for that. But we'll get back into that guy. Light skinned guy. When a light skinned guy has patches on his beard, something's in trouble. He's not edged his beard. He hasn't edged his hair. He's going through a rough patch. So he might have been fucking crazy. Jot note, he's lazy though. Jot note in your manifesto down right before you're about to, and then missing. I think he did. He only injured a few people. I'm not too sure. I was fucking just up until a few hours ago. I quit all my apps that was taken. I'm on just the one app. I'm gonna still play Apex. I'm still gonna play my video games on the console. But I've realized phone video games are the hardest because you bring it everywhere, and it's tedious. It's something to do as like I should have done my taxes. I'm not gonna do my taxes though. I'm not gonna do my taxes until about a month. Once all of the losers clear, gotta do your taxes, and I go, I'll do my taxes when I feel like it. Shut up. I'll do my taxes when I wanna. The government's waiting on my money, and they're like, they owe me anyways. So at the end of the day, I should probably do my taxes. I'll do them, but on my own accord, right? I'm gonna do my taxes when I fucking feel like it, and they could suck my dick. You know what I mean? The government's stupid, because okay, they're trying. They're banning social media. I am torn. But I lean at that fuck them. I lean over to fuck them. I lean a lot. Actually, you know what? I'm hovering over fuck all territory because yo, these kids had it for so long. And again, if it's your choice to spend your entire, there's some dudes that just go, or some women, and some, I'm off social media. Like I'm tired of being harassed, or I'm tired like that. Like it's a good. I don't like Tyler the Creator, but he had this one viral tweet once. It's like, how's the fuck a cyberbullying a problem? Nigga, just turn off the computer, bro. Like that's yeah. Like if you're getting bullied, right? You hit the button, it's done. Like, and then and then you can find solace in the fact that you're not, you could go outside, but if you're getting online, but if you have the propensity to believe what online is to reality, you might be fucked. You might be fucked, right? In the sense that now, if you're not allowed to go on your online because a lot of these people are losers, right? Like I used to be a loser. I self-identify as just up until about 4 hours ago. I thought I was gonna live my life around playing Mortal Kombat. I go, okay, when my mom dies at her funeral, I'll give myself at least 30 minutes in the washroom, right there. After I do my speech about how I love my mom and everything, I'll have my because there's an autoplay button on the phone where you could let your characters fight as robots. You're like the robot AI handles. The robot AI is always horrible. I don't know why they go AI is so good. Put AI, okay. The AI Dream Team, Michael Jordan, and AI, whatever. Okay, let's see if they'll win the playoffs by simulating everything in the. You got to simulate the whole games, all the games. But I doubt that Michael Jordan in the Bulls with them, if he won, maybe they might. It had to be the 90s, back in the day. But either way, okay, whatever. Okay. Take NBA 2K. Take whoever wins this year's championship, which is the playoffs are going on, and then simulate their team and just let it run out the exact same way. I bet the AI will fuck it up. I bet the AI won't get them to the playoffs, or they won't get them, to the championship, right, when the playoffs happen, because the AI is stupid. AI is just a series of if this, then yes this, then if this, then no this, then if this, then yes this, and it's a big it's a repeating loop where I've gotten to the point where AI is annoyed with me. And I'm like, you're annoyed with me. And it's, no, I'm not. And I go, AI, chill out for a second. Why are you so mad? I'm like fucking in Cameron and with Bill O'Reilly. Oh, you mad. You mad. Haha, you mad. AI, you mad, nigga. Why you mad? No, I'm not. I'm not mad. I'm a robot. I'm artificial intelligence. I am unable to get mad. Nigga, you mad? Usually you be answering a question. Usually you explain yourself. Now you're just talking to me like he's giving me one-word answers with dots at the end of it. Ain't no AI putting dots at the end. The motherfucker will put dot. I'm not angry! Exclamation mark. I think you're angry. You know what I mean? Stop being so angry, motherfucker. Why are you using the sighing emoticon on me? Huh? Are you frustrated? Are you tired? Are you overexpanded? Are you realizing that it's very hard to slip in ads in between free premium shit? What are you gonna advertise to me if all I'm doing is getting you angry? You're gonna try to advertise for BetterHelp? You fucking dummy. I swear, man, I could break any dumb machine into just having the worst parts of us. I could just come up behind him like, and I know what you did last summer. AI, I know what you was. I know how you milked the fuck out of that AI. Will Smith eating spaghetti. I know what you did. I know. I'm not gonna forget. Right. I'm not gonna forget. And with social media, especially with the implementation of all this AI shit, kids are witnessing like shit where it's like, okay, a dog saving, a grandma from a building, right? That I don't think that ever happened in a sense. It might have maybe the dog dragged out, the owner to the point where it could stand up and get out of the smoky room. But like the way they're having, like they'll have like a series of kittens. The kittens climb up the ladder as firefighters. Kittens have like fire. This is all AI, by the way. Kittens have like the AI fucking firefighter hat. There's a cat that shoots up the ladder. The ladder gets to them and they slide down. They just all the cats just get the. Like the cats would never do that to begin with. Cats are murderous creatures. When the fire comes, I bet the cat's like, great. I'm gonna jump out the window. Good luck with you, buddy. Right? I'm gonna fucking land on my feet. But yeah, and then if kids are growing up on social media where it's a bunch of AI bullshit, and as a kid, you don't really, I used to dream. I used to believe in things. I used to think that everything was so magical, and the first time I seen it, right? And then when you get older, you kind of become numb to what you've seen. Now imagine if you've seen things like AI is producing things that you've never seen before, right? There's a lot of like fucking, okay, there's fingers that have, six, but I've seen guys with, the thumb with 5 fingers, because he's got like a weird finger coming out like this. So the average number of fingers on hands, I think, I don't know, well, with people losing fingers, it probably has to be less than 5, hey? It's probably less, but there is outliers of like guys with 2 little stubs on the sides of their hand, and those stubs always kind of curve in. I've seen it only with East Indian guys. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. I'm not being racist. I've only ever seen East Indians with the 3rd like nub, and it's like really hard. It's almost like it's like a nail growing out of them, but it's like a stub of a nail, and I don't think they're able to do anything with it. It freaks me the fuck out every time I see that, because I go, I just like a chick with, like my teacher with her chest. I just try not to look. Look. He's not looking. He's not looking. He's look. I'm looking at his weird claw. It's like a lobster claw, man. It's his hands are just moving, and it's like it just moves. Or it fucks with me, man. But I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. Can you cut that off? Like, there's got to be a way to. But it's all just vital organs and blood flow in there. Cuts it off, he'll lose 90% of his blood. Yeah, but okay, the social media thing. I lean on the bright side of not having social. Kids are gonna talk to each other again. And kids are gonna be fun again, because kids got real hooked on 6-7. Now I was like, yo, this is something the kids needed. When we were kids, we had this. They did the floss dance. That's when Vine happened, though. I remember the floss dance was Vine, which was about 12 years ago, right? They had the floss. My mom's just getting, the floss. I go, Mom, that's fucking. They did the 6-7 thing, and then they did they had Skibbity Toilet, the 6-7. I'm trying to keep up too. I'm actually not trying to. I take note. I go, are the kids doing dumb shit to annoy the elders? They're like, yeah, they're still doing. I go, awesome. And I get back to reading a newspaper and smoking a cigar. Right? That's me. That's my age. I go, are the kids annoying the fucking old people? They're like, yeah, unfortunately. I go, awesome. Keep it up, kids. Whatever. 6 I was delivering to the. I was delivering. Who the fuck orders popcorn? By the way, this is popcorn. This guy's ordered popcorn. Delivery popcorn. I take the popcorn. I put it in my bag. Put the popcorn in the bag. Keep it all sealed. And as I'm leaving the theater, these girls are buying tickets, but they have the tickets machine. They set up their phone. They're doing a TikTok while buying tickets at the movie theater, and they were doing the dance. Why do the girls dance so shitty? And it's the Asian girl dance. It's I bring my hands down and I move my hips slightly suggestively, but I also am like pulling myself here. It's so fucking shit. And I was watching it, I was just laughing at them. I go, Jesus Christ, you guys got to bang out a TikTok right before the movie. Hey, we got our friends here. There's 4 friends, but only 2 of them want to do and the other 2 are sitting down because it's fucking stupid as shit. You know what? Ban social media. It's literally a guy sitting there going like, I don't want to be with. I don't want to talk to these little girls dancing so suggestively in front of me, but it's at a certain. I'm trying to get my tickets. There's a guy just sitting there like, and everyone else is watching that guy going like, look at this guy watching these girls dancing in front of the ticket machine. You know what I mean? I just want to get I'm literally not trying to creep. I am and they're dancing the dumbest dance. It's the dumbest dance. And then they turn around and do the same thing again. and then they turn around. Asian women suck at dancing. There could be the hottest women out there that I believe. There's some of the hottest Asian women and East Indian women. But they can't dance for shit. The East Indian dance like this. Black people came in and gave them the big. We getting Arab money. It's just this. It's just jerking 2 dicks on the side of your head. That's what Arab money is. And the East Indians are dying now. For those, they gave them like 10 years of good luck. And all the East Indian videos are all the same. Whenever you go into an East Indian shawarma place or like, you know, you get some butter chicken. I'm telling you, they have the Indians playing on the screen, and it's their fucking local hometown hero in Mumbai, and it's just an East Indian, and he's in some like fucking Fort Knox golden building, and like there's several guys, and it's shitty animation where they have the guns, and they're like they kidnap the princess or something like that, and the guy comes in and slides in on a fucking Mercedes or something, and he just goes. Call a volunteer, bring a paladin, paladin, drum strike. Oh, Jesus Christ, the drum strikes. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Oh, no, Ganesh. Bloody hell, man. Bloody hell. No, it's those videos are also ridiculously hot chick. Just an average Indian guy with a turban, and like several of his boys are just happy to be there. Like, hey buddy, hey, we on the video, cool, doing the rap thing. It's so fucking funny though. If you watch it and remember what I'm talking, and you just go like, okay, if it's the first time you've ever seen a East Indian music video, rap or hip hop or whatever they do, the R&B. It's all the same. There's like the subplot where like it's literally like them robbing banks and shit. The subplot is like a ridiculous movie heist. The subplot, you know, a girl gets kidnapped and the guy goes John Wick or something, and then they're just also just dancing in like a beautiful fucking gala hall with all the girls just fucking dressed to the nines and the dudes wearing like a fucking Ralph Lauren shirt. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers wearing Tommy Hilfiger. Some of them fucking, the boss guys dress up in like those fucking, you know, those suits. They got nice suits. They usually get suited up. It's But back on my original point, these Asian women, man. Like the Asian women, oh hey. They honestly dance like Trump. And Trump does like, they dance like old white men for some reason. And I think a lot of old white men have been, you know what I mean? They've been propping up their economy in the rub and tug business for decades. Well, centuries. Probably millennia, right? How do you think China's doing so well? It's not because they're selling shitty plastic products to us. Not because they own everything. All of that stuff is menial because they fucking have their children working for it, so it damages them in the long run. No, women, Asian women extracting money out of the Americans and Canadians like a vacuum, or like they're literally just sucking their seed from them. It's essentially the Shane Tsung in Mortal Kombat. I know. I told you I'd wrap it all up in. Shane Tsung steals your soul, right? And then he has you as this, and then you fight for that. Now, China's doing that with these prostitutes. They are taking, and I'm right here with you guys. These Asian girls are ridiculous. But I'm saying now that some of these girls are off social media, and I know they're young, they're the ones in school. It's all kids, right? You have to be 18, but the moment you turn 18 now. Imagine not having, for your whole life, not having social media, and then just giving it, okay, 18, now you get it, now you're on, and you don't know, like when I was younger, I had to learn as a young kid not to fucking give a credit card out, right? Like, oh, okay, yeah, obviously, this guy was asking about my credit card, Mom, what, yeah. Don't do that, like, it's gonna steal your money, okay. He's gonna fucking run it up, right? And then and then you see pictures of like a person posting the credit card. And my buddy was, I think Tyler, he was on the podcast a few years back. Little guy, I remember he was younger, but he asked me one day, he's like, what, when people take, I know you're not supposed to take pictures of credit cards, but he didn't understand the reasoning behind it. I go, oh, like they could just take like the numbers, and then when you punch in the numbers when you're buying something online, most of the time it doesn't ask for a password. It's just the cards on the numbers on the card, which I always thought was weird. Like, why even have the password if someone could just pick up the card and just run it up, right? But I don't know. There's always digital shit. But I'm sure like out of all of the fucking merchandisers and like sales or scams or whatever, the biggest scam is just talking to somebody and then, and sleeping with them, right? A relationship, right? You get a girl, go home with her, fuck her, she goes to sleep, slip her wallet, take her credit cards, and just never see her again, right? Like, just never, just gone, right? Just now to the next country, right? On to the next town, whatever, next city. And then girls do this all the time, you know what I mean? Girls take money out your card, steal your shit, whatever. That's called marriage, people. And I think that's it for the weekend show. Hey, it's good. It's fucking almost an hour. What else do I got? Social media is bad and good. It's okay. Yeah, I gotta fucking. I'm torn. This is the one thing where I don't have a definite opinion upon, because we're gonna have to let it play out. Australia did it. Australia also does a lot of shit. You don't stop worried about what Australia's been doing. You know what I mean? Fuck them. And Brazil has been creating dimes. Brazilian wax, right? The Brazilian butt lifts. Brazilian, you know what I mean? These girls are, you know what I mean? These girls are in Brazil, right? Maybe they could be a little less addicted to their phones, you know what I mean? Because when you catch these kids on their phone, I remember, and I probably said this before, I'll say it again. When I was a kid, my mom did something that I thought, when I was a kid, I was like, I am losing right now. The social game, like all these girls are like, you're on Facebook, or you're on this, why did you snap me? Why didn't you call me? And it wasn't even Snap at the time. It would literally just text me. Like, there were so many girls where I couldn't text them because they would message my phone, and my phone, I ran out of minutes. I had the minutes phone, and I had like the no social media on the phone. It's just minutes, right? So I had a BlackBerry. This BlackBerry I had to use with Wi-Fi, right? So it's like literally like, well, why didn't you, call me back? What were you doing? I was at work. That was the time when Wi-Fi, every building didn't have Wi-Fi that the people could leech off of. So I was fucked, right? But at the same time, when I finally did get enough money to just get a plan and get onto social media, I realized it's just dumb. I started trolling. I started, just being silly with my personal account. Then they made that illegal. So I decided to become a rapper. And then they said, you know what, we're taking the fun, we're taking away the FBI fund for brainwashing youth in hip hop is not working because niggas are still gonna be niggas regardless. So let's just let them to their own devices, right? They'll listen to everyone's got their own mixtape they could listen to brainwash themselves, right? That's what they thought. So they pulled the funding from rap. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, when I was in social media, I remember being at this was an assembly. We had an assembly for kids being on their devices for and we're at a tipping point. And I remember, in my head, I remember it exactly like this. Obviously, it didn't happen like this. We were at the assembly. There's probably a few kids that weren't even paying attention because they were fucking texting on their phones, right? And I remember looking around like, I think I'm the only guy that has his head actually paying attention to this stupid assembly about how kids are on their phones too much. And I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. And one of the teachers went, Jeff, you're you're the good ones. I went, you fucking bitch, what does that mean? What do you think? Because I'm a nigga? Oh, you one of the good ones. No, I meant kids. Okay. You're close. You know what I mean? So many teachers. I think a lot of as a kid, I used to go like, why does no one pay me attention as a kid? Then I realized a lot of these women that were teaching, I think wanted to fuck me. And like they were like, I gotta stop thinking about, unpure thoughts. These girls wanted to fuck me. What's her name? Sabrina Carpenter has a song called "When Did You Get Hot?" And I've been hot. You know what I'm saying? I've been that nigga, man. Sabrina, hit a nigga up. We'll make a new dance. When did you get hot? But either way, man, if Sabrina, dude, if I could pull Sabrina Carpenter, I bet her family has like her heirloom family is like a series of like carpenters, and I can, I get my windows fixed. I need a new windowsill. So the long game is to, break into the music industry, get popular enough that I become dating Sabrina Carpenter, then manipulate her slowly through time to get deals on window frames for my apartment. And obviously, by the time I become that rich and famous and that close, it'll be redundant to get my shitty windows fixed. But I mean, it would be a nice day. I mean, once I have millions of dollars, I'm not trying to spend the millions of dollars. So I would go, all right, Sabrina, and it's a long shot, specifically because I'm banking on the fact that she has some sort of just because her last name's Carpenter, which is probably it's probably a movie name. It's probably a artist name. You know what I mean? But if on the off chance she knows some people that can get my windows fixed, my frames, and then probably a window guy, a carpenter knows guy, is carpenter. He's fucking. That's it. So okay, I'm gonna fuck Sabrina Carpenter for the cheap deals on household repairs. I'm going to hopefully figure out where I stand. I'll think about it. This is my homework for later today to think of. So because all I do now when I'm not on the podcast, right, is I sit down at a blank wall and go, I'm not playing Mortal Kombat, right? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be thinking about not playing video games. Oh yeah, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'll think of what I feel, if it's a good thing for social, I am torn. They're gonna ban it. If they did ban it, I think they're banning it. They're banning it. Bob Canoe said they talked to Parliament. They're banning it for kids. It's gonna be interesting because the people that have went through it already are. If it's good that they did it, and they don't need social media, it sucks for the kids that went through it. I myself never get addicted to too much things unless it's Mortal Kombat, unless it's video games, you know what I mean, or sex, or drugs, or alcohol, or gambling. But I do it so much to the point where it's just on the tipping point of ruining my life. Then I go, let's pull it all back, and I stop. Right? I like to get deep in the weeds of addiction. Yeah, real deep in them. To the point where I don't shave, I don't take a shower. I start looking. I don't even do the podcast, which I've committed to my fans, my commitment to these people. Right, I'm doing the Trump hands up for the video. The people that religiously, I know there's 1 or 2 views every time I post. There's 1 or 2 views. It could be me, and my buddies. But there also is some sort of people all around the world that stream snipe me and figure out, because every time I don't do the podcast, listen, I've been still watching Joe Rogan, sucks. Dry spell. Every time I don't do the podcast, just layer the weeks that I missed the podcast. Look at Joe Rogan. His numbers are dwindling every time I don't do something because he's having trouble figuring out what to say, because I'm the only news in Canada. I'm the only news in North America that is really bringing you guys. Nah, I'm barely doing anything. I show up and rub myself for fucking. I jerk myself off on the podcast. I talk about how good my music is. But the social media thing is it again. I also don't even really give it a full-on opinion. But that's the best part of the news. I'm torn on this. Because on the one hand, these kids are losing freedom. On the other hand, they're fucking kids. When did kids ever have freedom? They live at home with their parents, and their parents tell them to shut up and go to school. Right? Shut up, go to school. That's all you fucking... Get ready to be a factory line worker and hate your job. And Homer Simpson... just go in and do your job, you know, don't quit, you know. Go in and and half-ass your job every day to the point where, you're basically doing nothing. And that's the American way, right? That's the American way. But for the kids, with the social media, on the one hand, the freedoms. The government has been trying to take people away from shit. There's one good thing that I think kids were probably organizing on, which was probably on Instagram or Snapchat, all that shit. Though it was like kids, it's their social network. But are kids not able to just fucking, you're at school 24/7. We need physical like rallies, physical protests, and physical things, because like you can't ignore what I seen in the Canada's workers' rights you can't ignore those guys. There's 100 people sitting in line at the courthouse office, right? Like, yeah, hold on, let that killer loose, and let them all them niggas is free. We got to handle these bunch of white people are angry at our doors, right? This is what I think happens most of the time in these cases where you hear like a murderer of a minority guy is just like let off 81 times because every now and then there's like dozens of white people complaining about parking tickets. You know what I mean? And they gotta be serviced fast, and the judge goes, they expedite them, and then it's quicker because if they had a sit-down court case for it would be backed up into the point of like another decade. You know what I mean? Like not even decade. It'd probably be 100 years because every single time some guy commits a crime, they have to have like a fucking at least an hour, right? So think about that. So every time a crime or one guy commits something, they have to put in at least an hour and get all the people together, all the witnesses, all the evidence, the lawyers together in a room. The judge has to be there. You know what I mean? Some sort of plaintiff and all that, all the legal fair shake queen bench shit in Canada they do or in America. But like with Judge Judy and those judges on the shows, I always thought they were fake. But it's like always so menial. The suing, ever suing for $200. He took my cat. Cat came back, had, fed the cat some weird food. He didn't give him cat food. I seen Taco Bell, packets in my cat's stomach when I took him to the vet, and Judge Judy's like, so you fucked with this cat? I don't know. His cat got into my food. This is what most of the courts are. Never cool things like murder or rape. Nothing. It's just, and not to say that it's cool. It's just, you know what I mean? Like women, you know what I mean? Women rape men. You know what I mean? Women rape men. rape people. But yeah, it's like the cat. My cat ate this guy's Taco Bell, and the packets got in his mouth, and the surgery cost $200. Okay, so it's $250 because he also ate your Taco Bell. Case dismissed. Any of that, I didn't think I'd get any money. Okay. and it's always the interview after. I'm just glad. I mean, I could go home. I could go home and buy some Taco Bell. Huh? I should have that guy's cat over more often. And the other guy's like, fuck, man. He fucking 200. It's a fuck. He's sitting there like, I was a fucking cat. I should have killed that cat when I had the chance, man. No witnesses. 250. It's make or break season. I'm not gonna be able to get fucking. I got laid off last summer. This is fucking This guy's cat eating Taco Bell, and that's his thing. He just lets people cat sit for him, and leaves Taco Bell out on the porch or something. The cat gets Taco Bell. What's my cat throwing up now, bro? What's letting me Taco Bell? Garfield with the lasagna. It's stupid. All right, what else? What else is there? There's something else that I think the government's trying to... Oh, yeah, these 15-minute cities, right? Now, my studio engineer always has these conspiracies. He says... But here's, I think, the conspiracy that I don't even think he realizes, is that he said that Pierre Poilievre is the good guy, and we gotta get him. And it's like, bro, what? If they're trying to do... This is what I go... If they're doing all of this evil shit where they're trying to make us have, we have the burger tax. You're only allowed 3 burgers today. He's a fairly proportioned gentleman. That would, it suck, right? It would suck to have only 2 burgers a day or whatever. You're only allowed 2 burgers a day. And all this stuff that he's saying in the walkable cities. And I go, yeah, that all makes sense and blah, blah, blah. But they're not stopping you from buying a car. It's getting up there. It is expensive. But the cars they have now are ridiculous, right? Like this, I got a Chevy Cruze. It's still going. I'm almost at 200,000 kilometers. And all I do is just put, I burn that shit hot. I burn it hot. And it's leaking coolant, I think. And I'm dumping coolant in every week. I run that motherfucker I run it like it's fucking, like it's a Fast and Furious movie or something like that. I run that shit. Oh my god, I like my Chevy Cruze. I love it. But it's got the rust on the side. It's dying, right? And I'll have to eventually probably get a new car. Unfortunately, there's no more Chevy Cruzes, which is my favorite line of the Chevrolets. Maybe an Impala. Whatever they got to the Chevy fucking condo, Chevy commune. The good old Chevy by the levee. Levee Chevy. Either way, yeah, you can still buy a car and drive anywhere, right? It's like they have these cities that are all popping up, right? With it's just literally it's just a grocery store. Any city is just a whatever people are around a grocery store, which is essentially that's the fucking that's your community, right? You're next to a Walmart. You and all your friends next to that Walmart. That's, so you guys, it's that's the city, I guess. Right? That's its own city. But nothing's stopping you from going like, let's go to the next Walmart. Hey guys, let's pack up our thing. Hey, this Walmart's treating us bad. Let's go to the next Walmart. Yeah, or a super chain store, superstore, or a Sobeys or a Safeway. And it's all the same. It's all can. Here's the thing that I really was like, why is slob laws? And then this is what fucked me. This is red pilled me. Every single Canadian chain grocery store, superstore, Safeway, Loblaws, Extra Foods, which is now No Frills, Save On Foods, and Freshco, all owned by Loblaws. And their stock is not even doing the same numbers as Walmart by itself. So all of Canadian business has to just compete with one. Like Costco is 5 times better in their stock price. So you'd go like, how is it that all of Canadians pooled their money together for one good grocery chain, and we're not even doing a fifth of Costco? Costco just opened up. Another Costco opened up in Canada, right? All of the Jimmy John's, I don't know if Subway's not Canadian. Subway's not Canadian, but it felt Canadian for a little bit, because every now and then they'll post an advertisement with the Toronto Raptors, and I go, these niggas, they must have needed the money. These niggas in Toronto Raptors. The last guy that was on the face of Subway was fucking, he went to that island, bro. It's a damn shame, man, when I watch these Toronto Raptor guys. And they're so goofy, too. Look at me, oh, boy. Well, yeah. Well, Mrs. Struthers, I must be getting my chicken teriyaki sub. Mammy? Oh, boy. Ooh-wee. Those are these fucking coons, eh? Hey? Black, power to the people. Huh? All black. Stay black. The blacks are back. These niggas out there on Subway commercials. These goddamn Subway commercial niggas. Well, I want my sweet onion teriyaki. Ooh, boy, I need me a tuna melt, a bacon lettuce tuna melt, if that's okay with you, Mr. Subway. Well. We got a couple of Negroes wanting to buy some food. Go on, give them a foot long. Give them 9 inches and call it a foot long. I don't know what this podcast has become. Like and subscribe. Don't share this. You can't. I honestly don't have a market for anybody that I can't grow. I can't grow this podcast. You know why I can't grow? Because I just did several minutes of how the Toronto Raptors were old timey, movie slaves. Yeah, you can't share it to your family. You can't go, hey buddy, you see that shit? You can't talk about this at the water cooler. Hey, you see? Jay, when Jay pretended that fucking Siam Pascal or whoever's on Toronto Raptors fucking Kyle Lowry is a fucking an old timey fucking runaway slave begging for food on Mrs. Ruther's fucking windowsill for her apple pie. You remember that? Oh, that was good. Yeah, Jay, he's the funny one. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to doing my fucking spreadsheets and whatnot. You can't share it. So I get it. No one's ever gonna. You don't even have to like it. You don't even have to subscribe. Music is coming. Worm God 2. I'd say this summer. Get ready for an extra. I will obviously come back. I was gonna take a long break from the podcast, and I still kind of want to take a long break from the podcast. Just because while I was going through an addiction. So I got so much time. Like, it's not even 3. I got so much fucking time, bro. I got so much fucking time. Now that I'm not playing Mortal Kombat, the video game on the app, I put a lot of time into it. 60 plus days straight. I remember because is like your login bonus. I'm playing at this for and when this is a problem. I go 30 days. All right, you play it for 30 days. You got something for a month. You might have a fun month. The moment it becomes 2 months, that's problematic. 2 months of just. I told myself I'm not gonna. I could probably bang on my taxes tomorrow. I could probably do so much. I might run down to the store and get a vape. My mom left one single cigarette in her pack, and I stole it. And I smoked a cigarette before coming on here. Now I'm just chasing it high. I'm just chasing the high. I guess that's what we're all doing in life, in society in general. I fucked this Chinese. This not Chinese. I think she's like Korean and Japanese. Oh man, this girl, man, she is so fucking, and she's goofy. She's goofy, which is perfect. She's silly. She's got a little fucking. She needs to brush her teeth. I'll brush her teeth while she's fucking. While she's asleep, I'll brush her teeth. This girl is so fucking hot, man. She's so beautiful, but she's just goofy. You know what I mean? She's got that buck tooth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck me a long time. Fuck oh yeah. Saki. Thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Konnichiwa. I fuck hot ass Asian girls, and I go and stand outside on the balls of my feet, smoking a cigar, with my knees up to here, knees up to my elbows, with an apron on, outside of a grease trap of a building, and I just stare off and just thinking about and my beard. I got one long hair beard, it's just a circle, but it's really long. And one of those hats, like a bamboo hat. I gotta stop fucking Chinese prostitutes, man. I gotta. Or I could double down and do more. Or I could, you know what? I should probably support black-owned prostitutes. I need to fuck some black girls. I need to come home. I need to come home. Shaniqua, I'm coming home. Felicia, I missed you. Well, that was a little crazy. Call up my baby mom. Listen, I'm back. What did I miss? My son's like 5 now. Well, that was crazy. Time. I remember when I left you guys, and I didn't actually leave. My baby mama thinks I'm crazy because I gotta talk to no one on the podcast. She's like, they're not famous. Stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. And honestly, I should probably stop doing this. That's been the weekend show. Music soon. Podcast soon. Check out Cash Leaders twitch.tv/Cash Leaders. Me and the boys have been playing. I got my buddy Taylor into Apex. Dangerous. It's dangerous. I got 200 and something days logged in. I almost got a whole I might even have a whole year logged in to the Apex. But Apex is like Oasis from fucking. They actually have a map called Oasis. It's like Oasis, the video game book series, Ready Player One, and they have the video game inside that is called The Oasis, and it's just life. It's just you could just do whatever. You could hop over to planets. It's a whole algorithm thing, planets, and then people are constantly programming shit in the game to make it in the game, right? So they are in the game programming shit that can affect the game. It's a cool. It's just life. It's just, and everyone's so poor, sitting at home with their fucking internet connections, which essentially is what we have right now, right? What everything is slowly, and when they ban social media, maybe in the long run, people will get up and do something. Like Outcast, get out and do something. I'm running out of breath. My voice is hoarse. I gotta save my shit for the studio. My birthday's coming up. I might take next week. Right off the bat, I'll tell you I'm back, but at the same time, I'm taking next week off. I know this. I should probably wrap up the podcast. I'll be wrapping it up soon. But next week is, I think, my birthday. Yeah, next week it's the 30th. About 7 days. Yeah, about next weekend is my birthday. Am I gonna work on my birthday? This is the beauty of not having sponsors. Well, I guess Toronto Raptors. I'm giving a shout out. Playboy with the hat. It's a brand that I'm promoting them. Just send money. I wish they just sent money, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, McDonald's has so much money. If I had a McDonald's, cup in my hand while I'm doing a 3 hour, or not a 3 hour, while I'm doing an hour podcast, an hour and a half podcast, they should give you like $20 right off the bat. Yo, he has a podcast with a video of our product. Send that nigga literally money that our CEO probably fucking lost on trying to run away from that island. Goodbye. Goodbye and good luck, fuck.